4 through 7 games. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Watch the run.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I'm going back to you. Mike 9. Mike 9. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Check flag 33. Check flag 33. Watch the cross. Check 33. 33. Crunch time, defense.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check.
From the gun, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And an alley to run. The 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Joker. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And an alley to run. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Here's Jackson. And the catch made by Hilton. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Hill. And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Morgan, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check. All day, baby. All day.
Jackson now. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
They'll try and run forward with Hill. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now here's Hill, and the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Watch the pass. Check it out.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Kill, turn up. Save.
Here we go with Hill. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on second down, Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Murray flush to his right. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though, such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On the ground, this is Hill. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Hill. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. It's Morgan. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Watch the curve. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On second down, it's Hill. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 24 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every...
That's caught at the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Murray now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. This is the tight end, Njoku. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead. And he's going to go down again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays.
And he loses the football a second time, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up. Go, go. Get him, get him, get him. You got 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Good.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
40's the mic. Squeeze. Delta. Watch the slant. Check. 40's mic.
Shotgun now from Murray. He finds Taylor, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 40's mine. 40's mine. Watch the pass. Let's go.
Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 57 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift.
Again, it's Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 7. Time ball. 3. Alert 3. Undercrush.
Again, they run with Hill. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ready? Right. 44 to Mike. Danny. Zoom. 44, Mike, 44. Who that? 44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. That one goes for 8 yards. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now a 1st down carry is Hill. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Mike. It's a party now. It's a party.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll come out in the pistol.
53's Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch safety rotate. Yeah. Safety's creeping. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On 1st and goal, they'll try. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
No. Off.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Protein spill.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 71 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now, buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Amari Cooper, 62 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again, Murray. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, Murray, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. Well, what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's McSorley. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 26 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Murray fighting, lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Blue draw Porkers. Get it.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Escaping the pressure right. And Cooper able to work his way open. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, McSorley towards the end zone for Brown. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really Not much reason to use him at this point, as this one is all but over. In trouble in the ball. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 53. Hey, exit. Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.